Hello everyone, my name is Sharukh, working as an integration developer at TGS Software Solutions. So today I'm going to give a tech talk on how to get the details of deployed APIs using GraphQL. So let us know what are all the contents we are going to learn. So first is introduction, advantages of GraphQL, and which are all the functions which are present in GraphQL, and GraphQL categories, metrics, prerequisites for implementing that in Boomi, and like we will see the practical implementation in Boomi and some of the references. So let us see what is GraphQL. GraphQL is a query language for APIs and runtime for executing those queries against our requested data. And GraphQL provides a more efficient, powerful, and flexible alternative to the traditional REST APIs. And there are some of the advantages of using GraphQL. With the help of GraphQL, we can request only the data that we need, and this helps in reducing overfetching or underfetching of the data, and which is common issue with the REST APIs. And in GraphQL, queries are hierarchical and closely match the structure of the data they retrieve. This makes it easy to understand and predict the shape of the response. And GraphQL typically uses a single endpoint for all the queries and mutation, and GraphQL APIs are defined by a schema that specifies the types of data that can be queried. So let us see which are all the functions we have. And the functions is nothing but a argument that are passed in when a function is executed. And functions are implemented via HTTP post of a text payload containing the functions called to a server. And in GraphQL, we have two types of functions, that is query and mutation. Query is nothing but it is a function for reading the data from the server and displaying it. Like any other database query, this will connect it to the GraphQL API endpoint and retrieve the necessary data. Coming to the mutation, it is an update to the server-side data, means that you can change values with new values, and a mutation can be used to insert, update, or delete the data. And there are certain GraphQL categories like query, in the sense we can only get the details of the APIs, and coming to the mutation, we can create, update, or delete the data. And there are several categories like authentication source category, deployed API category, deployed API plan category, matrices, gateway category. And today I'm going to explain about the matrices. By using this, I can use a function called as query. So matrices, API management matrices services collects the metadata of API calls through API gateway or the web services server and allow you to retrieve the data using a GraphQL client. And matrices service return information such as count of all APIs and successful API requests, popular authentication types for APIs which are used, and quota status of the subscribed APIs. And Boomi retains matrices data for 540 days. So these are all some of the prerequisites which we need to enable in the Boomi account. So let us do some practical implementation in Boomi. So first we need to enable the API matrices. So for that we need to go to the settings, account information and setup, and coming to the features tab, we can see here the API matrices and dashboard. This toggle should be on. And in the API gateway, we also need to toggle switch on. We need to go to the configure server inside that gateways. So this is the gateway which we are going to use. And inside that, we need to go to the properties. So in the advanced options, we can see here capture API metrics, and this checkbox should be checked. And we need to save it, and we need to restart our gateway to enable these properties. So once this is done, like we need to go to the resources. in resources, we can see one more option, API Explorer. We need to click on that, and a new tab will open with API Explorer. Here we need to specify whichever the query we need to get the details of the APIs. Like I am going to use this sample query. So here you can see this is the query which I am going to use, and this is the predefined method. So deployed API calls details, and there is one more method called as deployed API called summary. So that can be used to get the time taken by the API to execute, that is request time, response time, mean time, and these are all the some of the details which we are going to request for the APIs, and in the response we will get all the details of this requested data. And let's implement this. So this is the request start time. So whatever the APIs which has been triggered, whether it is successful or failure, so we will get all the details of those APIs. So I have stated the time as 16 December 2023, and till I am requesting the data to be get like 18 December 2023. And here we need to provide the gateway ID. So we can get the gateway ID from the gateway information. So this will be the gateway ID we need to specify over there. So as we are requesting this metadata, so we need to execute this, and this is the response which we have got. So we will be in the response, we will be getting the gateway ID. So this will be the gateway ID and account ID which we are which we are using. And this is the deployed API ID, and which type of authentication we have used, that will be visible. And it is a success or failure or whichever the response we will get. So we will be get that response in the status, and which method we have used, we will get in the method data, and whatever the request URL we have used, those all the details we will be getting. And if we have used the Postman to consume those APIs, we will be getting here Postman. Or else if we are consuming by using HTTP connector, so we will be getting here as HTTP. So this is the user, like we have used basic authentication, and for that we have used the username as 1234. So those data also we will be getting. And coming to the plans which we have used in the base our APIs. So here we can see, so it is showing null, everything as null. So because it is the plan which we have used is unlimited, so that's why it is showing as a null. So this is how we can get the details of the deployed APIs. And let me show you one success response also. So this is the success response, that here it is showing the status as 200. So it has also been consumed by the postman. So this is how we will get the response. So these are some of the references you can refer. And this is how we can get the details of the deployed APIs by using GraphQL. Thank you.